Hello, good people. Welcome back to the Kuhb Games YouTube channel. We are here with the last attribute in the Elemental series. However, we are not quite done with the series. We haven't even delved into the elemental monsters or anything like that at all. And, I'm still reserving the right to be able to use dark and light decks, but those might not be as fun. So we may cut those. But decks should be on the screen at some point if you all want to see that. We are playing against JCVD, so this obviously a very good player. So I'm not so sure that this deck is going to be able to win against this, but I think we're going to start off just on Breaker here. I know the opponent likes to play GOAT decks, but not necessarily a GOAT back there. It is a Mirror Force, so good job, Breaker. Yeah, I'm just going to set this Call of the Haunted. I don't think there's any reason really not to here. If our opponent has an MST, it's fine. They have a Heavy Storm, that's fine. We can use the Call to protect, like Slate Warrior, Kamakiri, or whatever that we want to on the next turn, so I think that's perfectly fine. Opponent does have Heavy Storm, so we get the Heavy Storm out of the way. Obviously, our deck is not so full of traps, but this is fine. We lose our Breaker, but the opponent doesn't have a follow-up. Kamakiri does die to Tsukuyomi, but do I really care about that too much? So does Slate Warrior. No. We don't have Donzalug in the deck to go get, so I think I'm just going to summon the Kamakiri and attack. Alright. Pass the turn. We've got our opponent down to 5,000. Don't really expect this deck to be doing a whole lot of winning. Obviously, there are much better things you can be doing than just playing a bunch of win monsters. So, opponent does get the Thousand Eyes Restrict here, but we can take care of this if we want to via Smashing Ground. If we want to push a little bit more damage, or we can go get the Exiled Force. I think we're going to opt to just push for damage here. I think that's fine. The Tsukuyomi can take out either of these, but then we take our opponent down to 1,400, so they have to sort of have an answer for both. So let's just Smashing Ground here. I could Rotor for... No, let's not get the Chaos Rider yet, I don't think. Yeah, let's just summon the Slate Warrior. Special summon the Sylphid. And let's get in there for 3,600. Main 2, I'm just going to set the heavy. Opponent's heavy's already gone. They likely just have MST to deal with it. May not be correct, but whatever. We're playing wind aggro here. We're just out here having some fun. Speaking of fun, I'm going to try to start doing the streaming a little bit more regularly. That'll help me not have to record a video every single day. And I just like the streaming. Have gotten quite a few more followers. There's a BLS that I can't really beat. This is a problem, obviously. We're just going to banish the Sylphid. Okay, so then are we going to summon the Tsukuyomi and attack over the Slate Warrior? Or are we just going to pass? If we pass, I'm perfectly fine with that. If the Slate Warrior dies, I'm not fine with that. Because I do have Rhoda for Exiled Force. So currently, if my opponent doesn't deal with the Slate Warrior here, we have lethal. Them putting the BLS in attack is interesting. Maybe that means they don't want to attack with another monster because they don't want to run into potential Mirror Force or something. Let's see. We could just very easily be in a bad spot, of course, because we don't have a whole lot of answers to BLS here, but we'll see. Opponent, we know, does have that Tsukuyomi, so we know that they can take care of the Slate Warrior, but alright, they do summon the Tsukuyomi. Just, yes, flip down the BLS. Yes, 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 yes. Pass the turn. Any passes. Come on. Okay. Okay. Set back row I don't care about. Yes, 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 yes. Come on. Alright. Ooh, Ring of Destruction. So now we don't even care about Scapegoat? Oh, this is nice. Okay, so flip Heavy Storm. Solemn Judgment. Okay. Alright. Rhoda? We got it. So the opponent decided to play around Snatch Steal, which, sure, I understand the play, but I'm perfectly happy with how that went, obviously. So we're going to bring in all of our Spear Dragons. Obviously good against the deck that's playing Goats, and we're going to bring in Compulse. So what do we not want here? I guess Smashing Ground. Well, Smashing Ground is still just a good card, I think. But I think maybe we can cut one of them. Sasuke, I think, is fine. Number 4. I'm not a big fan. Well, maybe we can just cut the Chaos Rider. It's not the best here, right? And we are bringing in 3 Spear Dragons, so maybe we just cut the number 4 as well. It's an out to... Well, it's a Kamakiri out to BLS, so maybe I want to leave that in. So 1, 2... Man, my mind is just blanking today. I guess we don't need the MST, really. Our opponent is playing Solemn Judgment. I think that's fine. And then... I guess we can just cut this Harpy Lady 1. That's fine. No, wait, we can just cut the Breaker, I think. But again, our opponent is playing Solemn Judgment. Let's just cut the Harpy Lady. It's a weak card. I'm leaving the Breaker. The opponent is playing Solemn Judgment, so... And, you know, obviously I don't expect them to play a whole lot of traps, but Breaker could put them in a position where they may feel like they need to Solemn Judgment the Breaker, and that can just be a lot of damage. Yeah, you're good on the duo. Alright, we lose our Rising Air Current. We could have dropped the Mirror Force as well, I guess. Kind of like having both of the traps just as the big power cards. I'm going to get rid of the Kamakiri, I think. Okay, well, we have the Trap Trinity, so that's nice. Let's summon Breaker. See if this goes through. Pick up a +1 here, hopefully. Scapegoat, that's fine. Just gonna attack over one of those goats. I could set Torrential. If our opponent has Heavy Storm, I mean, we just lose, right? Whereas we could build back. Let's just set the Ring and pass. This plays around the most stuff. Pot of Greed is pretty good after the Delinquent Duo. Okay. Alright, Tsukuyomi is fine. Set the Breaker. Yeah, I'll ring that, keep my Breaker around. Exiled Force, that's a good one. Yeah, I think that's fine to just throw this off. Get rid of this face down monster. I don't really think it's a spy, but it is a spy. Okay, so they said spy with the Scapegoat. That's fine. It was on my list of cards that it could possibly be. Just because it makes sense that that wasn't one of the ones that, you know, just got flipped up immediately. Like, if it was a Magician of Faith, obviously it would have been flipped. Okay, we'll gain 1,000. Metamorphosis, you got it. I don't think I need a Torrential here. And I've got a good chunk of life points. So, yeah. I'm just going to take that 1,600. Smashing Ground. I just pass here. See if we can get some extra value out of this torrential. I know this is a little greedy, but take 1600 again. My life points are fine, and I'm not totally worried about being pressured. I do have a Mirror Force and a torrential down, so this is okay with me. Set the Dust Shoot and pass, and I think I'll take 1600 one more time. Set another monster. Okay. All right. I would like to draw a monster that I don't care about. Well, I can summon Garuda, I guess. Just summon Garuda Torrential. I don't hate it. Summon good. Flip Torrential. Alright. So we get extra value out of the Torrential. Well, never mind. Our opponent said Sangan Sinister Serpent, so we didn't get any value out of that at all. Awesome. That's okay. This does turn on our Dust Shoot, though, so I do like that. Alright, I'm just going to throw off the Dust Shoot here. So we've got here. Okay, well, I mean, we're just going to send back the Moth, right? I don't think that's a very tough decision. We can beat King Dragoon because we have a Mirror Force. We also have Smashing Ground, because Smashing Ground doesn't target. I guess I shouldn't have. Well, we could have played that little game of they don't get back the Sinister or whatever, but I'm going to send back the Magician of Faith regardless, even if they get back the Sinister. So I think Magician of Faith just puts the game completely out of reach of me being able to win. Slate Warrior. Okay. I think we just summon it. Don't get greedy and set, because then we have to use a Smashing Ground on a Fusilier that's weakened. Alright, that gets Mirror Forced. Just going to pass the turn. Okay. Yep, that's a waste of a Metamorphosis. Unless they have Solemn Judgment. Could very well have Solemn Judgment back there, but I'm holding Mirror Force, and they may not... Like, part of the plays that I made earlier with the Thousand Eyes Restrict and, like, not torrentialing until the very last, like, bit, it makes your back row so hard to read. Because I had, you know, a chance to torrential. I had multiple chances to Mirror Force, and I didn't. So it makes your back rows really hard to read, and it sort of, you know, it gets in your opponent's head a little bit. You're like, you know, these cards aren't actually doing anything. Sends that message, and then when they finally come up, they come up. So we are not dead here. We are going to summon Spear Dragon. Could get hit with Torrential here. But do I want to attack for 24? 19 plus 19. And we don't have to attack for 24 here, I don't think. Let's just pass. I don't think I want to set the Smashing Ground here. Delinquent Duo is gone. And just hold it. Yeah, if they want to summon Sinister Serpent and attack, that's fine. They're not going to worry about a trap for that anyway. Alright, Call of the Haunted is nice. Let's just set that and pass. We have some good stuff to get back with it. Nothing incredible. It's kind of incredible that we're still in this game, actually. There's no Serpent in your graveyard. It's on the field. Alright. Move it to defense, okay. Tribe. Alright, I like Tribe. But not here. where the only thing it can kill is a Sinister Serpent, while there is a Swords of Revealing Light on the battlefield. Okay, opponent sets a monster. Just summon out the Sasuke. And in the turn, and the brothers, they are here. Alright, Swords is gone. Maybe we can somehow make a big swing here if the opponent, just doesn't do anything. I think that's very unlikely to happen. We don't have a Sangan or anything in the yard. Okay. I guess we're not going to be making any pushes for lethal here, are we? And there goes the Call of the Haunted. Mirror Force is gone. Oh, Gravekeeper Spy is gonna... Okay, they don't have another spy, they just have the two. Alright, well that's good for me. Yeah, the Samurai gets knocked out here, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, we draw Pot of Greed, okay. So that's pretty nice. See if the opponent wants to Judgment this. No. Terraforming, okay. Oh, and Duo. And the Sinister Serpent is here? Alright, I like this. Let us Duo. Let's get rid of this card. We got rid of the Heavy Storm, which isn't doing a whole lot here. Getting rid of the BLS is interesting. I like that. The opponent didn't have any lights, of course, but... Just activate Terraforming. Let's go get Rising Air Current. I think that's such a cool art. I like that a lot. Okay. Let us attack. Okay, so the opponent doesn't lose any doesn't lose any life from this, unfortunately. That's the first time where like that effect has come up. Ah, boo. Boo. That's okay. Alright, do we want to make any other changes? We know the opponent has Spy in the deck, so maybe we want this other Sasuke in, but like what are we taking out? I guess we could cut Slate Warrior, honestly. I don't think I want to bring in the other Smashing Ground. I think we call it, we just call it at this. And try not to get Duo potted again. Let's try that. I think that's a good strategy. Whether we win or not, these games have been good, so I'm having fun. That's what matters for this series. Would like to get a win, though, that's for sure. Alright, Spear Dragon, double Dust Shoot. Okay. We like this. We like this a lot. Okay. So let's Dust Shoot you. Alright, not a lot going on here. So, Facilier goes back. I was just going to set a back row and pass. Okay. So, either Ring or Torrential, I would imagine. So, do I want to send the Spear Dragon out into a Torrential? It's probably ring, if I had to guess. Because that's the chainable one. It is torrential, okay. I mean, torrential also makes sense. Because they don't have any monsters to summon out, so either one, I think it's fine just going for the Spear Dragon there. All right. We know the opponent has Giant Trunade, but we can keep setting. Oh boy. Never mind. They have a Royal Decree. So now we've lost our chance. I get like Dushu probably wouldn't have done anything anyway. Let's be honest, but I was mostly trying to wait for the Graceful Charity to come out, so that I could get a little bit more information here, but this Royal Decree is just, probably game ending for us. It's kind of unfortunate because I thought our opening hand was actually pretty good. Our opponent's hand was, our opponent's hand was also good, but like, the Decree is just very bad. Our opening hand was pretty good because we had a lot of good traps. All right, they actually ditched a Spy, which is interesting. See if they just get back Blade Knight here. Yep. All right. I mean, like, Decree's not the worst for us. It's a card that it's bad in the current circumstances because we have a lot of traps, obviously. But if we can draw something to beat over this Blade Knight with the Rising Air Current, we could just be in a very good spot. So we know Ring is turned off. I guess they could just Giant Trunade at any point and reset the Decree. Okay, they're going to do that now. That makes sense. They get their Premature Burial back. So they can just get the Blade Knight right back. Okay. Well, this is bad. Okay, we can knock whatever that is, I guess. What does Rhoda do? Not a whole lot, right? I guess. If I get the Sasuke to attack over the Blade Knight, they probably just ring it. But I don't see what else we're doing here, really, right? I could get Chaos Rider, and then they ring that. Oh boy. And then if we do kill the Blade Knight, they have the Premature Burial back in hand. Like, it's just a bad spot, right? I'm going to summon Exiled Force, I think. Because it could also just be a Decree set. So let's just get rid of that. Let's knock your face down. Alright, we get rid of the Moths, which is pretty good. Don't really want the opponent getting Graceful Charity back. I would imagine that that is just going to be the Decree. But we can set a couple and pass and see. If it's Decree, I would imagine it gets flipped right now. So now I'm going to trap Dust Shoot here. Okay, so they didn't set the Decree. It is, in fact, the Ring of Destruction. Alright, and we're going to send the Spy back. Okay, so that actually worked out. Maybe we get our opponent to... If they Heavy Storm here, that's fine. They lose... Yeah, if they Heavy Storm here, that's fine. If they don't, and they just choose to, like, Prima the Blade Knight, that's also fine, because we have this Mirror Force. I was going to say, I honestly kind of hope they Heavy Storm here. But... Slate Warrior's interesting. I kind of think I just summon it and attack. I could set it, but then, like, I don't know. If they Heavy Storm and get Blade Knight, then I'm still in this good position with Rhoda and Rising Air Current, right? And if they don't Heavy Storm, man, it's just so greedy. Yeah, it's just too greedy. Let's just summon the Slate Warrior. And then let's play this Rising Air Current. And let's attack. I would imagine the ring comes out here. Yep. Alright, so we're both going to take a hefty chunk here. This is hopefully fine. Heavy's going to come out now. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I should have said it. Maybe I should have just not played the Rising Air Current and held that. Yeah, maybe that was actually the play. That was probably wrong. Because now Blade Knight comes down. I guess well, like, Compulse isn't the best against the Blade Knight. Let's be real, but because now I probably, well, even if I had the Rising Air Current with the level, or with the number 4 here, I'd still likely have to win a coin flip. So interesting, no premature burial activation here. Our opponent just set 2. I would imagine at least one of those is Decree. Not sure about the other one. Okay, well, we drew a bunch of traps, and that is not ideal. So we're going to get rid of the Dust Shoot, and I guess we're going to get rid of the Compulse. Just going to summon the Spear Dragon here. Can we get in for 19? We can. Okay. You're going to set the ring. It's going to get decreed here. Yep. I think playing the Rising Air Current there was probably not the way to go. And yeah, that may end up costing me the game, actually. Kind of hope it doesn't, but likely is going to. Okay, Flying Kamakiri is not bad here. That can get me into Gustav, right? Alright, let's just set the Kamakiri. Pass the turn. Upstart Goblin, okay. Pads our life total a little bit. I didn't bring in Zombra because I didn't feel like I was going to be facing down Blade Knight. Oh, come on, no! Oh, no, that's really bad. Alright. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh. I mean, MST or bust over there, right? Could be Book of Moon. Let's snatch that boy. Okay. Rhoda. Yes. All right. So I think I made a big misplay by playing that Rising Air Current there, but you know, sometimes you just sack a Snatch Steal off the top of your deck and you beat one of the best players in GOAT, to be honest. JCVD's a hell of a player, so happy to get a match win with this deck for sure. We'll be back with another one. Alrighty, we are back with second round. Wind aggro here. I might be wrong, but I think I haven't lost a match in any of these yet. I don't remember the Earth one. Pretty sure I won both matches in Fire. I think I won both matches in the Water. I don't know. Too much. Oh God. Too much life. Things happen. I don't remember. I've recorded a lot of these videos. And by that, I mean, not really that much. I've been doing this since April 1st, so a month and a half. Okay, well, at least it is just... Why are we... What on earth? What is going on? That was weird. But at least it is just Reasoning Gate. And not... like DMOC launch or something that you all have to sit through. I guess no one really has to sit through anything, but if you've made it this far in the video and you're still sitting through it, thank you very much. We're going to throw off Pot of Greed, and then we're just going to summon Breaker and attack. It does give our opponent a light in the graveyard, but we do have... Oh, we've got several answers to BLS, so we don't really have to worry about that, right? Summon Breaker. We have an answer to Snatch Steal if we need it. And I think... Do I need to... Yeah, let's set the MST. It's fine. If our opponent, like, if we bait out a heavy, that's, you know, that's good for us. So we're going to throw off one of these dust shoots here, at least. Alright, our opponent does have BLS. They do have Chaos Sorcerer as well. I think we're just going to end up taking both of those. BLS, and then take this orc too. We'll leave that Dark Magician of Chaos right there in the hand. Okay. So our opponent discarded just the Dark Magician of Chaos, so we know it's Premature Burial and Giant Trunade set. Hold on. Yes, I have MST as well. Yay, we got a free win. I'm going to leave that in the video just for the lulz, and we're going to get another one. All right, that gave me some time to get coffee in between matches, and I'm a big fan of coffee in between matches. Oh, looks like we're playing against Relinquished. I guess don't get ahead of myself. It could be Crab Turtle. But, yeah, okay, it is Relinquished. I kind of got the feeling that would be the case. Okay, so deck doesn't play... I mean, there's so many different variations of the Relinquished deck. I'm in one of the Discords where people are working on the deck, and they're just... I mean, they're going through, like, literally every single possible thing that you could ever put in there. Activate Terraforming. Thin the deck. Let's go get... Where is it? Where's my Rising Air Current? I know I have another one in here. Deck. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I'm just fucking blind, I guess. That's fine. Summon the Kamakiri. Alright, activate Rising Air Current, because I don't think there's any reason really not to. And let's attack over this Manju. And, like, we could have just crashed the Kamakiri there, but I think it's fine to just go ahead and attack over it. I don't think it's a big deal. Set the Dust Shoot and pass. Alright, they're going to MST. I did have it in my head that we sort of have the reason to play this and attack was because of MST protection. So, like, if I'd summoned the Harpy Lady, played this, and attacked, I guess Harpy Lady is also 1600, but whatever. Either way, we would have gotten over it, but now, like, we get to keep our... they have all of their Relinquished in hand. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I would love to draw a Garuda or a Sylphid or something. So then we can take out our opponent's board. How many relinquished are they playing? Are they playing 3? Because if they're playing 3, then one of these cards in hand is a relinquished. But if they're playing Sinju, they've got to be playing 3, right? There's no way. Because most of the builds with like all of the builds with Sinju have 3 copies of relinquished and 1 copy of Black Illusion Ritual. And the ones where they're cutting down just play Manju, from what I've seen. So I'd imagine there's a relinquished in hand. Now that relinquished is not 1900. Cool. Alright, so I'll take 2800. Obviously, I can attack over this Sinju, but kind of... Oh, well, that helps out a lot, because we already have this dead Rising Air Current in hand. So yeah, let's just start off with a Graceful Charity. Okay, not ideal, but not the worst, honestly. Can I, like, I guess the best thing that I can do to, like, kill this relinquish would be the Sasuke. So let's get rid of this Rising Air Current, and let's probably just get rid of Harpy Lady. So I kind of want to keep the Slate Warrior, because this deck hates aggressiveness. And then I think... Yeah, let's just go get Exiled Force here. Let's take care of the relinquished. And then we can start getting aggressive from there. Because I get the feeling one of the cards in hand for the opponent is relinquished. And I get the feeling they probably don't have a second Black Illusion Ritual in the deck. So once I get rid of this relinquished, I can just start taking care of the Sinju. Okay. Breaker is annoying, but not the end of the world. I take 3,300. They're probably going to pop our Rising Air Current, but then we can just kill the Breaker. I guess we do lose to a Chaos Monster. Oh, they're not going to do that. Interesting. Alright, in that case, here's a Kamakiri. Attack over Breaker. Let's go get... I did draw my other Kamakiri, didn't I? I didn't really think about that. It's fine. Just go get the Chaos Rider. And that will attack the Sinju. Then no need to set Rhoda here to bluff anything. I feel like we're probably just going to get Chaos Monstered here. But there's not really a whole lot we can do about that. Oh, Tsukuyomi. Well, that doesn't kill Chaos Rider. Oh, we have Tsukuyomi plus Chaos Monster? Like, what? You're just losing out on damage here, but... Alright, we're dead. I guess it doesn't really matter. They have 8 billion damage coming through, and I only have 1,100 life points anyway. So, that sucks, but... X-Compulse is kind of funny here. Do I want anything else? Probably not. Though I guess I want to get these knocks out of the deck. Though they could be siding into, like, Magician of Faith and stuff, but... I guess that's all we're really going to do. I could bring in Sakuretsu's. I actually don't hate Sakuretsu against the Relinquish deck, because they are more of an aggressive strategy, and maybe it's better than Nobleman of Crossout, the Sasuke, and... You just bring in 2. I'm fine with that. If they side into some flip effects and stuff when we make it to game 3, we can reevaluate that, but I think I'm okay with this. Alright, we get to open up on God's favorite card, Delinquent Duo. All right, get rid of MST. And a meta. Oh, so they're playing goats. Got it. I guess I will summon the Slate Warrior. I'm not gonna play Rising Air Current. I don't think. If they want to bash like a breaker into it or something, that's fine. I don't think there's really just any reason to throw out the Rising Air Current. Opponent does have Pot of Greed, so they make up for the Delinquent Duo, but kind of fine with this. Let's see if we get goated here. Chaos Rider. It's not doing a whole lot. Generally, well, some people opt to play Torrential. A lot of people opt to not play Torrential. Oh, we're just going to activate Scapegoat here. That's fine. In that case, I will just summon Chaos Rider, I suppose. And walk right into a Mirror Force. Nope. I didn't think my opponent would activate that if they just had a Mirror Force there, so. Now... Yeah, I'll play the Rising Air Current. That's fine. Just to protect this Chaos Rider here. Alright, Manju's fine. Probably just going to get relinquished here. And that's fine. I mean, like, the relinquished can attack into the Chaos Rider. Uh-huh. I guess I could have gone ahead and pumped it, but eh. This is all fine. Have a Slate Warrior. I'll take the 1400. Okay, so I don't take any of the damage if Relinquished is not equipped. So, I could Snatch Steal the Relinquished and take the Manju here. I could also just Premature Burial and try to attack into... But I think I kind of want to take the Relinquished. Let's do that. I can save my Premature Burial until after. So let's take this Manju. Move it here. And let's attack into the goat. And then I don't think there's any reason to set Torrential here. I guess Chaos Monster, but like our opponent, I don't know. If they have Heavy Storm, then we're kind of fucked. Let's just set the Torrential. If they have Heavy Storm, you know, they have Heavy Storm. Tsukuyomi. I think I'm fine with just Torrentialing this board here. Oh. We're going to activate Decree. Okay, that's fine. Oh, do we have a Chaos Monster 2? I think my opponent has a Chaos Monster 2. Man. Saving... Okay, well now we have an answer to Chaos Monster, I suppose. What do we get with Rhoda? We could get... Not a lot here. I'm just going to Prima. Let's just Prima the Slate Warrior. Get in there for 24. Pass the turn. Next turn, maybe we can Rhoda, do some good stuff, but I mean, we'll see. Tsukuyomi, okay. Oh, right. I should have gotten the Chaos Rider. I meant to do that. I knew about the Tsukuyomi. I don't think it's going to matter here because our opponent has a Chaos Monster. But it's the BLS. Okay, so we're losing out on damage again. Or they're losing out on damage again, right? Yeah, they would have had lethal. I think. I don't know. I'm not going to do math. So we're going to take 4,100. We're not dead, but... I don't know. There are probably a lot of ways I could have sequenced this game a little differently. Tribe just dies to Tsukuyomi. I could just go get Exiled Force. I could go get level 4 and just end this on a high note. Or number 4. You know what? Let's do it. If we win this flip, we're still in a bad spot. Because Tsukuyomi can run over the number 4. Nah, let's... Well, if I... Then I'm just dead to any non-Tsukuyomi monster, right? So I don't think Exiled Force is necessarily just, like, the best play. In a way, but here we go. Let's call tails. I'm sure there are all sorts of ways that I could have played this match a little better, but I'm having fun. Tails. Yes. Yeet that thing up out of here. Alright, and it is your turn. We got the BLS kill. Honestly, what else matters? Not much in life. This is the pinnacle. I guess, yeah, no, getting the Chaos Rider there back was over the Slate Warrior was correct. I'll give it that because I knew about the Tsukuyomi, and I actually had that in my mind until I went to my turn. They have multiple Black Illusion rituals in their deck. Interesting. Okay, I know like some builds side into another or whatever, but we are dead here. Unfortunately, we're going to have to conclude this with a loss, but my god, this matchup looks abysmal. And our opponent had BLS, just good stuff all game, but, you know, that's how it be. Give the GGs to the opponent. That's going to be the video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. We're going to be doing more with this elemental stuff, hopefully. I don't know when, but kind of going on a day-by-day basis here. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. That's the video. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back with the next one.